that was a cool intro. But anyways, welcome guys to the Sonic Adventure video. This is going to be talking about gameplay and a bit of half of the story, since I don't want to spoil the game. And we will be talking about gameplay, and that's it. So yeah, and my thoughts and why this game is not a bad, and it's an underrated Sonic gem, in my opinion. Not a good game. Well, it's a good game. Not a bad game or the best game. But anyways, let's get on to the video, shall we? Play the intro.
Round 1. Fight! Let's rock, baby!
Yes, we will be using the Dreamcast version for gameplay and the beginning part of the story. So, the characters we can play in this game are, of course, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Big, E102, Gamma, and yeah, of course, in order to get all those characters, we gotta play first as Sonic in order to unlock them all. So yeah, you gotta start with Sonic's story, of course. So it's a normal day in Station Square. Yes, this is the first game that takes place in Station Square, and going to be the main location for about the two adventure games. So Sonic is just looking at the streets and stuff, and then he sees police cars. So he starts to go and chase after to the police cars to see what's going on.
You are completely surrounded! Surrender yourself! Lock on target, men! Ready? Fire! Oh no! Our weapons are useless! Retreat! All personnel, fall back!
Oh yeah! This could be fun!
So your first boss battle is Chaos Zero. We don't know nothing about this guy, but all we know is that bullets can't hurt him. This is the most easiest boss battle in the entire game. All you gotta really do is just jump on him, and after another hit, he is done.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time! Come on, you big drip! Where you going?
You know nothing, fool! It's Chaos, the god of destruction!
And that's all the story I will tell you, because that was just the beginning of the game, and there's more story later on in the game, which is spoilers pretty much. So let us get into the gameplay of each character, starting off with, of course, the main character himself, Sonic. And this is the gameplay of Sonic the Hedgehog gameplay. So this was his first step into 3D, and all I'm gonna say is that, dang, I like Sonic Adventure 2, but I really do like this more adventure environment compared to Sonic Adventure 2. I do like the stages and the areas are very cool, but this one gives this more adventure type of look to it, which is what I feel like that adventure is supposed to be about. It's supposed to have that adventure type of look. It's supposed to have oceans. It's supposed to have interesting like things. It's supposed to have like whales chasing you and interesting things happening. And there's like mountains and different areas and things to climb up and things you have to grab on to fly. And just it's an interesting type of thing that I really like about these levels. In fact, probably the most fun I've had in the game was just the music and the which we'll get to the music in a bit, which is of course I think you can already know it's, well, I'll save it for when we get to music. But the gameplay I really loved. It was a really interesting and a good way to start off 3D Sonic games, and the environments were the best. And honestly, Sonic's gameplay was the most fun I had in the Adventure 1. And let's get on to another thing that I kind of miss that Adventure did right more than Adventure 2, and that is, of course, Tails' gameplay, which is, you'll see why I prefer his gameplay over his Adventure 2 gameplay, which is, let me just show you Tails' gameplay right now.
Character. Here I come, Sonic!
Tails' gameplay actually is you actually flying, and actually is interesting that you have to actually win and actually go for a race with Sonic, which makes a lot of sense. And since I feel like Sonic would actually challenge his little buddy to racing, which is actually very interesting. And yeah, also the thing that makes Tails' gameplay interesting compared to the mechanic thing is that he can actually fly. And it does not, like, it has a limited time, but you have more time to actually fly than compared to the older like classic games when you had to fly someone up in the air. There's also different paths. Man, I miss different paths and longer stages. Good old times. Miss those days with Sonic games, but yeah. And there's these interesting things that speed you up and give you more paths to beating levels, which, yeah, they're gonna be your friend when it comes to these type of stages. But yeah, also here's Windy Valley, and also has probably my favorite song, one of my favorite Sonic Adventure songs.
Select a character.
Okay, let's go!
So this is Knuckles' gameplay. Of course, you know you gotta find all the Master Emerald pieces, and yeah. And I'll be honest here. I think that this game, compared to Sonic Adventure 2, has a better radar, and I don't understand why they changed it in Adventure 2. Cause, for example, let me just play a clip of someone finding a piece of the Master Emerald by just this radar by alone. Here you go. That's all I gotta say for Knuckles' gameplay. It's just treasure hunting stages, and you know the radar's better than in Adventure 2. And let's move on to. I'm not even gonna talk about their gameplay. I'm just gonna tell you how. I'm not even gonna show gameplay of them. They're just annoying, like the worst gameplay in the Adventure game. And then I'll tell you about an interesting character that I would like to talk about, but there's already enough videos of him already, and I feel like it would be not really doing justice when other people have done better videos on this special character after these two annoying, character stories. Well, guys, I'm gonna just play a bit of 2 clips from Sam Procrastinates. He's a Sonic YouTuber, and he does, he did a Sonic Adventure, like, Let's Play. He does, Sonic content, and, hope you enjoy these 2 clips, and go check out his channel, and go support him.
His gameplay, it's a lot of fun. It's not fun at all. She's slow. Her movement is ass. You only go fast when you reach top speed after running for like 5 seconds. And her hammer swing, like this, stops her in her tracks, like this, like constantly stopping her in her tracks, unless you're at full speed and she has momentum and the camera does that, which is cool. But her gameplay is not that great. But, granted, this is miles better than the Amy in Sonic 06.
There you go. Do you really think I was gonna really watch the two most annoying and the most boring story character gameplays in this game? Alright, now on to a good one that has a great story and an interesting one, and one that is a tearjerker. Yep, it's E102 Gamma, the robot that was in the other stories, and his story is unique, and we get more answers to his character, and just the ending is just can make you cry. It's sad, and I don't want to spoil it. Just play the game and you'll see what happens. But all I'm gonna say is that this is an underrated story, and I like to one day do a video on E102 Gamma's story because I feel like it deserves its own video. But I think I don't want to do it since there's many YouTube videos that haven't done it better, talking about the story and talking about how it's a good story and an interesting one, and one that can make you cry at the end. Heck, even in Sonic X, it's more sad. And so, that is the end of all the character stories, and we finally unlock the final story, Super Sonic, which is a question mark. We don't see anything, all we see is a question mark, and that right there is what's going to lead us into the final story. Alright, let's get to the part that we want to get into. So, Sonic gets all the Chaos Emeralds and now turns into, of course, you know who he's going to turn into. And here we go, guys. This is the final boss battle. It is Perfect Chaos. This is this boss fight looks very easy. No doubt about it. It looks very easy, and it can be easy on the first phase. But the second phase, you have these like things that he's shooting at you. Then you got tornadoes. You got a full like a Kamehameha out of his mouth. And he has more moves coming up his sleeve in a bit. But this boss fight is pretty hard and interesting. And also I like how with the environments, this game has that conclusion with the entire town having water and people drowning. Yes, that's right. I'm just gonna say this right now. People died. Don't lie to me. Don't say, well, they survived. No. There is water, there's destroyed cities, there are freaking cars destroyed. People died in this game. Now that is something. Now this is just playing my favorite song from Crush 40, Open Your Heart, and my other song. I have a lot of other Crush 40 songs I like. Then we get to the weaker song, which I kind of wish was in phase 1. Because, that song is weak than compared to the song that was played in phase 1. But also, now you can see how he's now actually having a lot more attacks and has a bigger health bar compared to his last one. Don't worry, he won't take that long to beat. It'll just take long for you to dodge stuff from that he aims at you. But this is a pretty cool environment and final battle. It's just, this is cool. Also, I feel like another thing I gotta say is that in order to beat him, you gotta get your boost pretty much like you gotta get that fast boost, or else you're gonna lose pretty much in this boss battle. And also, if you run out of rings, you're gonna fall into water, which is that's kind of a bad ending. Pretty much a bad ending. You gotta restart the entire boss battle. Also, I'm gonna play Open Your Heart because, one, this is a way better song and it actually fits the final battle. In fact, I don't feel like this song I don't feel like it's the worst. I just feel like it's very weak compared to the one that was playing before. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this adventure video, this video that I've been working on for a while. And yeah, this is a cool boss battle, and may every person that died in this game rest in peace, because yeah, people did die in this game. A lot of humans died in this game, definitely. Don't lie to me. We all know it's true. But yeah, so yeah, rest in peace, Station Square, until Adventure 2.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
So thanks to Supersonic beating Perfect Chaos, he is finally back to being a good character, because these are the child that he protected, and he's now being nice to them. Also, the reason why he's acting nice then compared to what we saw is, well, from Tails, let Tails explain.
Chaos has changed again, this time for the better.
Yeah! Supersonic must have neutralized it, so it's nice again.
And so they all live happily ever after, and of course we see Chaos get force choked. So everyone lives happily ever after, right?
All's well that ends well, right?
Do you see the entire town? Do you see it? It's destroyed. No, it's not. It's not all that ends well. And so we leave off with that note, and now we'll see Station Square in Sonic Adventure 2. And that was Sonic Adventure. To me, I liked that game, and it was a great game. And even though the story's not as good as a Sonic Adventure 2, I feel like it has great moments in the story as a whole, and has great character development for Tails, especially Tails. And honestly, I feel like that the things I forgot to talk about is that this was the first part where the Chao Garden was born, which I wanted to play the Chao Garden in this game, but I feel like I don't know how it's going to be, because I'm more of a fan of the Chao Garden in Sonic Adventure 2. But yeah, bring it back, Sega, by the way. Bring it back, please. Just bring it back. Please. You're having an open world game. It would be amazing if you brought it back. Definitely. Amazing. And also, the open world aspect I did like. I think it was an interesting one, and it wasn't that bad. Guys, it wasn't that bad. You can at least know where you're traveling, and honestly, it was at least fun to hear the Station Square theme. We also got themes like, we got to explore the egg carrier, which was fun. We got to explore ruins and stuff like that. That's a great adventure, and I feel like it was an interesting thing that we got about many character stories to tie in with the final story, because that's actually another thing that was interesting. We get more characters and more to the story, and we get more characters. While back then all you got was really just Knuckles, Tails, Sonic. Now, even though they were bad choices like Big and Amy, I feel like that there was still some good choices, like making E102 Gamma, and also that was interesting. it was an interesting thing that happened, and this was the interesting way to have Sonic's first step into 3D on the Dreamcast. And that is all I'm gonna say about Sonic Adventure. That's my opinion. I think it's a great game. I don't think it's good that the story is as good as Adventure 2. I feel like it's an interesting one and has an interesting way of having things, having character stories, and of course, open world. I want to thank you all for all the support on this channel and over this year. You guys have really helped this channel, and I find it fun just making streams and making videos and looking at your guys' comments and seeing all the replies and seeing all the comments. It's probably my favorite part of doing YouTube. I like doing YouTube for fun, but I also really like reading the comments. And I thank you all for the support. And I can't wait to continue this channel in 2022. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in next year with the new videos that I have planned. Until then, sayonara, guys.